I mean, this was the devil's music back then.
That's right. This reminds me of the time I found $400 in a Black Sabbath record.
Whoa.
How are they going to replace him? How do you replace Ozzy Osbourne?
Well, you can't obviously replace Ozzy Osbourne.
Who was the guy who fronted
Black Sabbath?
after Ozzy Osbourne?
I have no idea.
The first time.
I don't know.
Dio something. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
See,
Yeah.
you can't replace Ozzy Osbourne.
You just can't. It's irreplaceable.
I don't even know who he was.
Carried on without him. They did some different stuff, but
Yeah.
it wasn't quite the same.
But rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. A genius. He was a genius. He invented heavy metal, kind of.
Pretty
Yeah.
much single-handedly. Sabbath had that dark, like that whole like ooh spooky, ooh Halloween, the occult. Ah,
Right. Yes.
Sabbath,
Yes.
the word Sabbath. Ah,
Yeah.
ah, blood.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that
But
was
I
cool.
remember listening to this song when I was a kid on my dad's stereo. He had this record, and yeah, it was like the hardest core music I'd ever listened to in my life. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's check it out. This is a classic, War Pigs.
Got a number now called War Pigs. It's a number 5 new LP. Hope you like it. Thank you.
Candles gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. Say, where are you go? Do the war pigs people know? Oh, Lord, yeah. Politicians hide themselves away. They only started their war. We hate people just like boys and girls. Wait till the judgment day comes. Yeah. People running like a sheep in fields. People blowing out their minds. Say that you're going there, I know it's now. Say you're gonna run the end. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. That's been sampled so many times. I was trying to think of where I'd heard it sampled before. I know I've heard it. Yeah, some hip hop or something. But this is one I remember listening to this when I was a kid on my dad's stereo. it was so different from all the other music at that time, you know, like everything that was on the radio. This was not on the radio that I remember really. I mean, maybe some radio stations, not where I was. You know, it was all like, you know, Boston or the Eagles or
70s or something. I don't know. Like
I don't
metal
remember
shows.
stuff this hard on the radio when I was a kid. It was, you know, this was stuff that be on the radio.
Beatles, they didn't have no Black Sabbath.
Fleetwood Mac. I mean,
Fleetwood
good music.
Good tunes in their own right.
But this was the hardest core back then. And so like nowadays, you know, we've had like all different kinds of hardcore music from metal to punk to quote hardcore, literally hardcore, and all these other genres that are, you know, very hard. There's no, like back then there was no hardcore music like that before. This was I mean, the contrast between this and like everything else was huge.
And also the imagery. Darkness
and
like,
the way,
especially back then. I mean,
well, the way
people
people thought of this back then. I mean, this was the devil's music back then.
Right. This is that started that whole satanic panic.
Oh
my God! Like this is the children all going to become a you know.
Yes. Nowadays, a lot of people are, you know, much more aware of how media works and the fact that a lot of bands that like they don't literally mean what they're saying in the songs. You know. Like the Misfits, you know, they have some really messed up lyrics. It's art. It's not like
a lot of gangster rap.
It's not like we are doing the things that we say in our lyrics. We're, you know, these are characters in stories that we're telling, right?
This reminds me of the time I found $400 in a Black Sabbath record.
Whoa.
Someone gave me a box of old used records that was just going to get thrown out. Because no one had record players. I was like one of those guys with 2 turntables doing the DJ thing. And they're like, oh, you've got a record. Well, you got record players. Do you want this box of records? A whole bunch of random stuff in there. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. Some, you know, just random. You know, you got Michael Jackson Thriller, a few other ones in Fleetwood Mac, some Marvin Gaye. I was like, whoa, Black Sabbath. Was the name of the album, not War. Black Sabbath. Opened it up, $400 in crisp notes inside this record that was heading for the dump.
Whoa.
None of the other albums had money in them. Just this Black Sabbath album had $400. Just like, I was, whoa.
Nice, man.
It's like the devil's money or something. Like, where does this money come from?
Devil's money. Oh my God.
Yeah, like what? It's like they're trying to buy my soul with $400. What is this money? Oh, am I cursed? Like, no. Yeah, so I took it to the beach and blew it on beers.
Okay, let's get back into this.
Yeah, let's get back to Warpigs and that solo.
A beast appears, head is falling at his knees. He sends out hero fire, casts the priest into the fire. Praise for all bad sinners, watch them eating dead rat sinners. Where you go, to black masses people go.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's heavy blues riffs on that one, man. That like,
Yeah.
yeah, blues. Well, it's all basically the blues. All was like,
Wow. Yeah, that's a big influence on rock and roll, right?
all that music.
And then like
60s
bands
and
like
that.
the Rolling Stones
Of course. I mean,
started
yeah.
out as like a blues
Pioneers of
band.
Eric
and,
Clapton
and
those guys, the Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin, definitely.
Led Zeppelin, right? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is classic, amazing song.
Ozzy in his
Still.
prime. You know,
Ozzy
like
in
when
his
he was
prime.
young. He still was in his prime. I mean, he was great. He had different phases of his life.
Right. Yeah.
But he's almost like a little kid in this one, isn't he? You know?
Yeah. No. I mean, he looks so young.
Young.
Yeah, he seemed a lot livelier in this than the other videos we were watching.
No, that's what
yeah.
you mean.
Oh well.
He looked a lot more energetic.
Right. Well, yeah. Obviously, when you're
He
younger, you
was
are.
energetic,
But of
right?
course,
But I mean,
yeah.
like, how much of that was just like young,
Right.
exuberance,
Youthful exuberance.
or like, you know, something else.
Well, yeah. There's that too. Of course, substances. But
And what year was War Pigs? Black Sabbath. That came out. Must have been either early 70s or late 60s.
70s, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if they quite made the 60s.
But maybe it was 60s, late 60s. Yeah, not quite sure.
Might have done. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a rock and roll historian.
No. Obviously, neither one of us are.
Yeah, you just like the tunes.
We just like the music. Not
like
a
the music.
historian.
You like
What?
to know a little bit about them, but we don't know everything about them.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, rest
yeah.
in peace, Ozzy
peace.
Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne. I'm sure we'll see you again one day.
I'm sure we.
I don't know. Depends on where you're going.
Oh man.
In space, no one